And speaking of Tim Pringle, looks like he's going to bowl the first over. So no Arian Dutt, but they are sticking with spin to open. Here we go with the start of match 2. It starts with a dot. Balbirnie out there with Paul Stirling. This is the tactic we saw the Netherlands using yesterday, starting the series, of course, with that win over Scotland. This one actually gets through the field, takes a piece of it, so I don't think it'll go all the way, although it might. This field, and that's quick. Goes after this, deep mid wicket is vacant, and that's going to be another boundary to Balbirnie. Went and fetched that one from outside the off stump. Goes after this, deep mid wicket is vacant, and that's going to be another boundary to Balbirnie. Went and fetched that one from outside the off stump. Steps across, and this will go to the unintended fine leg region, and it's going to go for 4 into some of the spectators that are here for this high-level contest today. He's bowled him, as we see Balbirnie trying to go across the line there, and Kingma is still on, 5th wicket of the series, clatters into the off stump, and Ireland lose their first 19 for 1.
This man is having the time of his life. It's Vivian Kingma. Oh, he's always had so much potential, isn't he?
This is glanced away, though. It'll beat the man in the circle, and that's going to be 4. So it kind of breaks the shackles a little bit as Tucker gets off the mark. The last ball of the 4th. Goes on the walk and clips away in front of square, and Max O'Dowd won't be able to chase that one down. So a boundary to finish the over. This is Dorham coming to the attack for the first time. Made his debut yesterday. First one offers a little bit of width. It's well put away by Stirling. The Irish skipper gets 4.
Yeah, really good stroke, wasn't it?
Oh, popped back a catch, and Dorham was never going to miss that. Maybe a slight change of pace, but horribly misjudged by Stirling, who goes 4 and out, and Ireland 32 for 2.
I think he's trying to hit it to long on. It's almost stuck in the pitch rather than gripped. Well, that's the indication that Paul Stirling is giving. Definitely credit to Dorham. He's held it back a touch.
He's bowled him. He's played all around that one, and Tector's going to have to go for a duck, and Dorham's got 2 in the 5th.
Well, this is Ireland's modern attitude. They keep going whatever the situation. They keep attacking. They keep playing shots. Occasionally, it's going to prove a little costly and can look a little foolish. You've already lost a wicket in the over, and Harry Tector, as he watches this one back, but it's a massive over for the big man, the left-arm spinner, called into action in the power play. He's found 2 in it, and it's 2 of Ireland's biggest fish. Paul Stirling gone, and now Harry Tector 2. Good use of the feet here from Tucker. Gets it very straight, and straight enough, despite the athletic dive from Logan van Beek right in front of us. That's really good batting from Tucker. Cut away immediately by Tucker behind square. Really good shot. Right on top of the bounce. 4 more.
That has absolutely been bombed for 6. What a lovely shot from Kampfer. Pringle was brought back in to bowl the 9th. Overcooks this one. Low full toss, and he's hit that into the bleachers.
Nicely hooked away right off his nose by Lorcan Tucker. Well, he's picked up just where he's left off from last week against Pakistan. Uppercut, and not where he intended, and Baz de Leede does what Baz de Leede does so brilliantly. He makes a very difficult catch look easy, and this wasn't at all. The breakthroughs come from nowhere, and Kampfer has to go.
What a brilliant catch from Baz de Leede into the side today. He made good ground, one of the better fielders here in the Netherlands squad. That's a really good pouch.
Oh, that's a gorgeous slog sweep. It's one of Tucker's very favourites. Again, tactical, strategic hitting with the wind that's piling across the ground. Picks it up, lifts it out towards the Athletics track. 6 more.
Unfortunately, he wasn't back on the shores for quite some time, as that is a lovely exquisite stroke, but might have found the fielder, and he's going to have to go. Tucker, well, he got a life probably in the previous over. It could have easily been LBW. Pringle slows this one up slightly. It was a nice-looking cricket stroke, but he finds Vikramjit Singh out at deep long off.
You can see Tucker just shadow batting. He wanted to go square. He was looking to go over extra cover, but he's just dragged it a touch, hasn't he? He's gone straight up. Scott Edwards runs back. The short ball, a good option to Dockrell, and it pays dividends. Oh, the Dutch have been inspired here. They've been exceptional.
Streaking ahead in this game. Van Meekeren's bowling a handy spell here. Digs this one in. He's the quickest of the Dutch bowlers, which we've been talking about. He gets the line right here, cramps him for a little bit of room. Scott Edwards, the captain, runs back. Good catch over his left shoulder. He's not going to drop that. And right now, the Netherlands, the orange, they can't do anything wrong.
Slower ball picked and clubbed down the ground. Just one bounce, straight as anything. It does go back of a length, but Adair helps himself to more runs, hitting with the wind. Daniel Durham. He's a change of ends, and Adair lines him up through the offside. And that's Gareth Delaney finally getting one. Many a mile. Oh, that's an almighty strike. It's somewhat with the wind, and it's over our shoulders. It's all the way for 6.
Well, Lanny, I've been waiting for this. It's our first splashdown. It's in the canal. All the way over everything, over the crowd. Here's Van Meekeren coming back to bowl out.
Delaney goes downtown again. He's finding a bit of rhythm. May not quite get to the rope. It will. Took a long time to get there. Really clever from Mark Adair. He's going to get 4. Now Adair is set up outside off stump, and that's why he is going to smash that miles and miles. May well still be going out there.
Here's Kingma with 4 balls still remaining in his spell.
It's the 3rd consecutive full toss. Skews off an outside edge, and oh, it's a brilliant catch. And it's Max O'Dowd who's saying it's not out. Great spirit of cricket on show here, because for all money, this looked out, Vinny, didn't it?
It did, but let's have a closer look at it. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't see what happened when he turned around. You could actually see him pick up the ball off the ground.
This is really good batting. Adair and Delaney combining effectively for the 7th wicket. Ireland finishing with a real flourish. Look at this, brilliant batting. It's not just power he possesses, it's touch too. It's going to be consecutive boundaries again.
Here's the 20th.
Yeah, brilliant batting. Don't think this is a good call from Scott Edwards. This could be carnage in the 20th and final. It's a maximum to start with from Mark Adair. Well, this for me is maybe the innings of the 2 days that we've seen so far. It's at a strike rate of over 200. Quite brilliant from Mark Adair. Big appeal this time, the finger goes up. Adair just shy of what would have been a 3rd international 50 to go alongside those innings at Lords and the Grange up in Edinburgh last summer. But 49 off 24, a fine contribution as Pringle gets some relief.
Yeah, Pringle goes straight. That occurs again. Matt Cross, we saw it yesterday. He was out for 49.
And Gareth Delaney may well have picked out the man at long off because of that wind. It's a big swing, isn't it? Difficult to hit uphill into it, and the risk, the gamble to bowl the left arm spinner in the 20th and final. It's not too costly in the end. 2 wickets fall in it, and Delaney perishes.
Yeah, so just kind of had to go for it. Nothing to lose, really. Kind of went for what he thought was his best shot. Took on the wind and lost, so Delaney will go. And that's the end of the 20 overs. 150 for 8 Ireland. Just looking at the splits. There was 65 in the first half of the innings. There were 85 in the second. You could see the fight back. Pretty impressive as well, considering that they had kind of lost 6 wickets in the first 14 overs or so. On a sunny Sunday afternoon, and joining me once again for the chase is Andrew Leonard. 150 exactly for Ireland after being sent in match 2.
Levitt in terms of their playing personnel. I know Scott Irvine will have crunched all his numbers, and he'll probably have watched every ball. He's at a flying start to the international game. What can he do against Mark Adair? Oh, so nearly the first wicket. And a real moment of fortune for Michael Levitt. This time slapped away. Stand and deliver from Levitt, 4 to the total.
Very good shot.
Driven with real positivity. This one is Now cut away, almost driven off the back foot on the up. Extra pace from McCarthy. Picked up into the air and well over the head of Mark Adair at mid-on. Curtis Camphor dispatched with a little bit of disdain all the way for 6 and a shine of the ball. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, well, it looks like it might have been a little bit of a cutter from Camphor, but O'Dowd kind of picks it and smacks it, doesn't he? Maximo time for the Netherlands.
Goes to the short ball now. There's a man out there. This should be a catching opportunity. It's the subfielder, I think. Ross Adair has come on just momentarily for Andy Balbirnie, and he's got a catch to his name. That's why Camphor's bowling, says Paul Sterling. Ireland, they have their first.
It's a simple catch taken in the end. Take on the pull, should be gone, and it's taken. So, not able to replicate the effort of yesterday. Vikramjit Singh goes second ball for just 1. It's a simple catch taken there by Harry Tector, running round from mid-on. And the Irish supporters are getting louder and louder in this second innings. Netherlands now 44 for 2.
Great shot of the locals there. The Irish have come in their droves and they are happy. A seriously good over here from Handy.
First one, not a bad shot at all. It's going to test the fielder, and he's not going to pass the test. 4 runs and a perfect start for Delaney. This time more of a full-blooded cut shot from Delaney, and he's going to get his second boundary.
I got given LBW for no reason.
Classic cover drive this time from Delaney. He'll get another boundary, and he's come out red hot. Camphor 1 for 22 off his 2 overs. Starts his third. And he's going to be lifted up, but this isn't going to carry. Fielders converging, and the catch taken. It's a really good piece of outfielding there. And Camphor breaks through. And unfortunately for O'Dowd, he battled again. Similar numbers to yesterday. This time it is the 30th ball that gets him again, and the score 81 for 3. Gives himself some room this time, slices away over cover. There's the boundary, that breaks the Barron run. And this is going to be gone. A little feather on that one, backed away. And the Prince is gone. Just lost a bit of momentum in there. Set a task for the following batter, and the Netherlands have lost a 4th, 102 for 4.
Massive wicket. Fionn Hand has been very good indeed today. I think he's bowled exceptionally well. Bit of extra pace, kissing the wicket. Delaney backs away, wants to get it over the offside, gets an edge, and he has to go. This game, topsy-turvy. Maybe Ireland, for the first time in this game in a long time, Vinny, pulling ahead a little bit.
Could be, I think, with that wicket of Delaney. Now shorter, and he takes this on as well, but it should be gone. It is gone. Manura goes for a duck, and Hand's got 3, 102 for 5.
Well, he wanted to take this opportunity. He's taking it with both hands, both feet, everything. 3 for 17 for Hand. Manura, it's another short ball. It's a huge boundary out here. He doesn't really get it. A nice, safe catch, and another one will go. Ireland now pulling away.
This is hit straight to Sterling. Chance for a run out, and things is gone. He doesn't miss the mark, and Van Bank is going, and things really getting uphill for the host now. What a top-class piece of fielding from the skipper, and the Netherlands 108 for 6.
Well, just as we're talking about the ground fielding, this is world-class. As good as you'll see, in fact. He's got a low centre of gravity, Sterling, but he's very swift in his foot movement. Picks up cleanly, throws down the stumps. Van Beek is quick, but he's not quick enough.
Well, he does try something extraordinary. It's going to cost him his wicket. He goes to the reverse, does Edwards. Adair gets it full, it gets straight. It gets past the bat of the Dutch skipper, who are on their last legs now, 109 for 7.
Well, for me, that's game, set, and very nearly the match now. It's an ambitious stroke. We know that Edwards probably doesn't have the power to go down the ground, so he needs to innovate. But that's a very easy LBW decision. Frustration for Edwards. Ireland pumped up, making a big statement in their opening game of this tri-series.
Goes after this, and he's going to get it. Maximo! Well, Pringle hasn't given up yet. Need plenty more of those. Get maybe dug into the pitch slightly from McCarthy, but he disappears over deep in wicket for 6. He hits this, and he hits it pretty powerfully straight down the ground. 1 bounce 4. So Pringle at least giving it everything he's got to get the Dutch close to this target. Full toss, drags a lot of bottom hand into the gap. That's going to be 4. So Pringle fighting hard. Still a long way to go. Again, you might have to ask yourself, where was this aggression earlier in the innings? The crowd lapping it up. So he goes up and under, going, but going straight into the hands of Delaney. And he's a guy, I think with the game on the line, you'd be pretty happy as an Irish fan to see the ball sailing towards Gareth. And it's the end of Van Makeren, who put up the stop sign, took the strike, and I think that Ireland have taken the game away now, 134 for 8.
Hey, he's gone for 3. It's 134 for 8.
Pringle needs to go big, and he will do just that. That is slammed, and it's going to be 6. Maximo! And this game is very much alive. What a strike from Tim Pringle.
And Andy Wright, the ICC development manager for Europe, is loving every second of it.
Second last ball, he hits it, but how well? He hits it very well, and that's 6 more. Maximo! Back to back, and Tim Pringle, well, don't tell him there wasn't much batting below Van Beek, because he's taken this game to the last ball. In fact, now 2 for a super over. A boundary wins the game for the Netherlands on home soil.
Well, extraordinary scenes. Tim Pringle needed to be perfect in this final over.
2 for a tie. 3 to win for the Netherlands. Last ball round the wicket. It's not going to be a win for the Netherlands. He's just going to eat it up. They'll take 1. And what a game. It's going to finish 150 to 149. Pringle takes them to water but can't get his team to drink in the end. Adair, potential player of the match performance, but an outstanding contest. A single run divides 2 teams heading across the pond very shortly for the World Cup.